Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Recently, My Chemical Romance announced that they were reforming and reuniting finally after I don't even know how many years, so since 2013 they broke up. I remember this very vividly. I think it was like March 30th or something, I could be wrong. Fake fan. But they broke up, it broke my heart. Emos everywhere just died inside. I stopped listening to them because I just couldn't bear the thought of every time I would try to listen to MCR, my eyes would fill up with tears and I just couldn't, it was too painful. Recently I started listening to them again because I just got with my boyfriend like 6 months ago and we both had the common interest of loving My Chemical Romance. So I started getting into them again slowly and I started falling in love with the music and it wasn't so painful anymore. And I thought, wow, I finally healed from their breakup. And then this year, 2019, they announced that they are doing a show in California, no less. A lot of people had this theory that they were going to get back together in 2019 because of Danger Days, and that's when it was set. I always thought that's what they were going to do. It was getting later and later in the year and I kept hoping and hoping, and then I kind of lost hope around this time of the year because I was like, well, there's only 2 months left of the year, like it could still happen, but I doubt it. And then they announced it and I was sitting in Spoons and I was with my friend Maddie. We were having dinner, having a few drinks. A notification comes up on my phone for some YouTuber. It just says My Chemical Romance ? And Maddie's like,
what's that about then?
And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get my hopes, that's probably just nothing. So I opened my phone and we're both looking on the internet. Lo and behold, MCR have announced that they're doing a show and that they're coming back, and they've posted a picture of statues and it says return on it, and I couldn't even let myself be excited because I thought, this is not real. It felt like a dream. I never thought they were going to get back together just because it just seemed too good to be true, and the thought of being able to see them again live is too much to comprehend. I still can't really process it. I still haven't really gotten excited. I think the most I got excited was on the train home. I couldn't stop grinning and I was listening to their music full blast and I did not care if people were staring at me. I felt in a really great mood for a few hours, and then I got home to my boyfriend and he was like, oh my god, and we both shared the excitement. The thought of being able to maybe go see them with my boyfriend one day is just incredible because that is like our dream date. I've seen them live obviously once when I was 11 in 2007. I went to see them at the O2 Arena at the end of the Black Parade tour, but when I saw them, Frank and I believe, who was it? I think it was Frank and Bob weren't there because Bob had hurt his wrist and Frank, a family member, had passed. So I've only actually seen like 3 members of MCR, so the thought of being able to see all of them, minus Bob obviously, no more Bob, it's just unbelievable. And you best bet this girl is gonna get tickets. Like, I will pay anything to go see them, I do not care. It is like, I've always been grateful that I've had the opportunity to go see them and I don't take it for granted, and even though I can't remember it too well because it was literally like 12 years ago now, which is insane, I can't believe that I might have the chance to go see them again. And I hope that anybody that was around before they broke up that didn't get the chance to see them, like my boyfriend, I hope anyone that didn't get the chance to see them gets to be able to see them this time. And I know tickets are going to be really hard to get this time, but goddamn, I'm so excited. They've announced Australia and somewhere else as well. I'm hoping they come to the UK at some point. It's going to be incredibly difficult to get tickets, I bet. Probably going to be much more expensive than last time. Last time my mum paid £50, I'm pretty sure, for our tickets each, which isn't too steep in my opinion. All I remember is that it was like the best night of my life and how I felt, and I remember going in and seeing everyone that was just like me, and I felt like I finally fit in, you know, because at school I was always so bullied for being an emo and the way I dressed. And then walking into the O2 Arena, it was like just a whole load of people just like me. For once I felt like I fit in life and I felt normal and ordinary. It's one of the rare moments in my life that I have felt completely normal and like I fit in with people. Just being able to go in that environment again and meet other MCR fans and fully enjoy it this time because I'm much older now. I can, you know, I can enjoy it more because I'm more confident and I'm a bit more out there, so I might actually make more friends. I'm still a bit shy, but I'm not as introverted as I was at 11. I won't have to go with a parent this time, even though I did enjoy going with my mum. It was a great bonding experience, but this time I'll be able to stand there and sing the swear words because I couldn't even do that because I was next to my mum and I didn't want to like upset her, even though she wouldn't have heard me over the thousands of screaming fans, I still wouldn't like swear when I was singing along to the songs. But just small things like that I can enjoy, and now I'll have a clearer memory of it because I've kind of repressed that memory a little bit because of their breakup. I kind of just stopped thinking about them because it was too painful. Now I kind of regret it because I can't really remember the concert too much. I remember like small things about the concert, but I don't remember it in full. I just know that I went and it was the best night of my life. I don't know if they're going to release new music. I hope they do. From their Instagram stories, they've got 3 different pictures that had little words in the bottom right hand corner, so I'm hoping those are the names of songs. I'm thinking maybe they'll just release EPs at first, or maybe they'll release a scrapped album, or maybe they've been working on an album for years and this has been their plan all along, which I really hope it has been, because that was a post I saw online and I showed my boyfriend and he was like,
God damn them.
The girl in the Sing video, she was with the car and the license plate said California 2019, and it had the date as well of when they announced they were coming back. I can't remember what the date was. So I do feel like it was planned all along. There's a theory that because Gerard said he wanted to be like the Smashing Pumpkins, they broke up for like 6 years or something, and so did MCR, and then they came back. So there's a theory that all along they were wanting to be like the Smashing Pumpkins and come back because Gerard has said that he wants to be like them. I do kind of believe that as well. I really still can't process it. It doesn't feel real, and I don't even know what the point of this video is other than to just express my excitement. I want to talk with some people in the comments down below about it because I'm so excited. Have you ever seen them live? What do you think their music's going to be like? My boyfriend thinks that they're going to come back and release music that isn't great and that doesn't live up to their usual high standard. I don't think they can ever top the Black Parade because that is just like an incredible, amazing album, like will always be my favourite album of all time. I don't think they can ever surpass that greatness, but I don't believe that it will be crap either because a lot of people didn't like Danger Days, and yet I thought it was a great album. It was just very different to what they've done before, so I don't think they'll ever be better than the Black Parade, but any new music from MCR is good news to me. I hope my boyfriend's not right. They're going to release an album that's going to be disappointing. There's going to be a lot of pressure on them because they are such a huge influential band, and now that they've kind of been bigged up as like legends since they broke up, it's going to be even more pressure on them. I don't know, I hope they do release music. I hope an album comes out. I hope they do a tour. Even if they just do a tour and just one tour and I get a chance to see them one more time and that's it, I'd be happy. But I do hope that new music comes out because that would be great, and I feel like I'm reverting back to my emo phase now, like I dyed my hair back to black immediately. I also went and got a spontaneous tattoo, so now MCR have to be properly back together because otherwise I'm gonna cry. I will never regret this tattoo. I've always wanted an MCR themed tattoo. I got an Ariana Grande one saying "Just Keep Breathing" not long ago, which was matching with my sister, which is why I got it, and because that song meant a lot to me. And I thought it's only right if I get the MCR one that I've wanted since I was like 11, because if I'm gonna have Ariana Grande on my body, MCR meant a million times more to me than Ariana, so I'm never gonna regret it. They were there during my darkest times. They got me through a lot. It reminds me of a time when I was able to bond with my mum and we got along and we just felt like the same person, and she was more like a friend and a mother to me. It brings back a lot of good memories, their music. Also brings back bad, but in a good way. Like, it got me through a lot of hard times. I was able to express myself through their music and escape the world I was in and escape the life I was living by listening to them. The bullying was worth it in a way because it was just such an escape for me, and it just connected to me on a level that I can't even explain to you. Like, their music gave me goosebumps and nothing else has ever touched me on the same level musically. I've never felt emotionally connected to any other band or artist like I have with My Chemical Romance. I wanted to get something to honour them in a way, and just as a memory on my body, because I've now liked them since I was 11. I'm now nearly 25, which is awful. Many years, and I don't think I regret it. They mean a lot to me, hold a special place in my heart, and I wanted to get a Black Parade tattoo because the Black Parade is my favourite album and that's the one that means the most to me, but I didn't really like any of the artwork or anything. I didn't like the way the Danger Days spider would look on me. I think it suits a lot of people, but I don't think that it would suit me because I'm very skinny and small and I feel like I need a lot of space for the spider. I decided I wanted a simplistic tattoo that represented MCR, but if you don't know MCR, you wouldn't look at it and think My Chemical Romance. So if you don't know them, it just looks like, oh, that's a pretty tattoo, like, oh, that's cool. All my tattoos are quite simple, they're just outlines, they're not anything extravagant. None of my tattoos have taken longer than an hour to do. But before I got this one, the longest tattoo I'd ever had was 10 minutes. Firstly, because I'm a pussy and I can't handle pain, and secondly, because I like simplistic, small, girly tattoos. I just like the way they look more. I don't like too much tattooing in detail, I just want it to be, I just like the simplistic style, if you know what I mean. So I decided, after looking at tons and tons of MCR tattoos, for years I've not known what to get because they all just didn't look right to me. Like, I love MCR, but all MCR tattoos, if you Google MCR tattoos, in my opinion, they're all ugly, and I just didn't like any of them. So for years I've had this predicament of not knowing what I want. I went to a tattoo studio in Brighton called Angelic. I'll leave a link in the description below. They have an Instagram and stuff, they have a website. They were really friendly. My boyfriend recommended them to me because he'd gone to get a tattoo from them before we got together. Actually, he went to Brighton the same day I did. We weren't together then and we weren't going to Brighton together, but we happened to go on the same day, and I remember him coming up to me when we were just friends and showing me his tattoo, and I was like, oh, where'd you get that done? And he recommended them to me and said they were really friendly and blah blah blah. So I went to Brighton with my friend Becky, which was really nice to catch up with her because I haven't spoken to her in a while, and we just went for a walk in. I did email them first to check it was okay, and the woman said that she was the only artist available at the time, so she was like, okay, I can do it, but it's going to take like triple as long because I'm going to have to do a stick and poke, which is basically just using, without the gun, it's just a needle and she's doing it by hand. That was actually a million times less painful. She did say it would be less painful. I was a bit apprehensive about it because I thought, how can that be less painful? It sounded more painful to me because it's not as fast, but actually it didn't feel like I was getting a tattoo at all. I honestly could have sat there for like 6 hours because it really didn't hurt at all. I think there was like one pinch where I was like, ooh, but it wasn't like extreme. It took an hour to do. We started at like 4:20 and finished at 5:30, so nearly an hour, but it was worth it. I'm really happy with the end result and I would definitely recommend you go there. The woman was really friendly. Funny story, she told me that she is not an MCR fan at all, and that once MCR walked past her shop that she was working in and she put her middle finger up at them. I just thought, wow, of course I'd get a tattoo artist that had that kind of story, but I thought that was cool anyway. Even if she did put her finger up to them, I thought it was cool that she met them, even if she hated them. But she was like, don't worry, I've changed, I'm not going to mess up the tattoo or anything, like, I'm a different person now. I didn't really ask her why she hated them because I didn't really want to know. Yeah, she was really nice and friendly and she did a great job. So I'm just going to show you, it's on my thigh so I might have to strip a little bit, sorry about that. It cost £100, which I didn't think was bad at all. She said that she'd do it discounted because she said I seemed like a nice friendly person, and she was really nice, she was really talkative. I'll leave her Instagram down below as well. I would definitely recommend going there. Stick and poke is definitely better than getting it done with the gun. So if you're a pussy for pain and you're scared about a tattoo and you want a small thing, I would say request stick and poke. However, if you don't want to be sat there for hours and hours and you're getting something quite big, because this is quite big for me because my leg's very small, it obviously took quite a long time and I had to keep moving positions and stuff. I had to have my jeans, I stupidly wore skinny jeans even though I knew I was getting a tattoo on my leg. I had to like awkwardly just have my underwear out, but like my jeans were still on, so I didn't full on strip or anything. I just kind of had them down a little bit, kind of just had to keep changing, and it was a bit uncomfortable, but other than that it was great. My boyfriend's going there on Friday. He's getting the Bullets album cover artwork on his arm because Bullets is his favourite album because it's more screamo and more raw and the production's a bit more just real, I suppose. I never really listened to Bullets that much. I still like it as an album and I like all their songs, but Bullets is just the album I listen to the least. I got 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge because I've always admired the artwork and I've always loved that album cover, and I just think it's not too recognisable as MCR if you don't know who they are. It's just a cute little tattoo and people are like, oh, that's sweet. Like people that I've shown that don't know MCR are just like, oh, that's really cute, because they don't know that it's an album cover. But then people that do know, they're like, oh my god, that's so cool, because it's not overly detailed, but it's simple enough that it could just be two people, if you know what I mean. And I really like the style of it. She drew up 2 designs for me. The first one was a bit more scribbly, but the faces looked weird, so she was like, I don't recommend you go for that one because it's a bit... Because I had a reference image of someone else's tattoo. I didn't want to copy it, I wasn't going to steal it, but I wanted that kind of design, so she did like 2 different designs. She traced the album cover, and then she did a more scribbly kind of version, which is what I wanted at first. But then looking at it, when she drew it up, I was like, actually I prefer what you've done. I prefer just having the actual outline of the cover, because it's more real to the album cover and it's more recognisable and it just looked better. She was really helpful with that, and most places I've gone to get a tattoo, especially a walk-in, they've just done what I wanted and not really been like giving me advice or like, oh, let me make it better for you, or how about this? Whereas she was more like, seemed to care about the final outcome, and I was really grateful for that, because now I have something on my leg that I didn't expect to get, but it's better than what I originally wanted. Yeah, I went for the revenge cover because I used to draw it a lot. I just really admired the artwork a lot. I was debating getting like the splattered blood and stuff, but I thought it was too much. It's really itchy right now, that's the only downside, but yeah, it's the biggest tattoo I've ever got, so I was a bit scared about the commitment of that, but I'm glad I got it. I've always wanted something on my thigh, either Harry Potter or MCR, so I'm happy. If you like this video, you can like, comment and subscribe. I make new videos every single week, or at least I try to, and I will see you in my next one. Peace.